All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits Daytona for the Frosty 200. It's the 5th Frosty 200, and it's 80 laps tonight. It's a special Christmas event. Merry Christmas to everybody. Who's going to get a Christmas present? A late Christmas present. Well, there's only one way to find out, and watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's a special event tonight, a little Christmas event here at High Octane Racing League. It's the Frosty 200. It's Daytona, 80 laps, boys and girls. Ho, ho, ho. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. And we've got a great one here for you, I believe. Little Frosty 200. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and a fun one in store for you tonight, boys and girls. The Frosty 200 live here on TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much for joining me. Good little turnout so far. Right now, about 6 minutes left in the practice session. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Of course, this is the 9th race of the season. Just one more to go to finish out season number 5. Then, of course, the next week we'll just go season 1 of 2025. Can you believe 2025 is right around the corner? My gosh, man. I remember it was like 1979, man. I mean, come on. Where'd the time go? It's going to be a fun one here tonight, and it is an 80-lap race, 200 miles. And we got some prizes to give away. We have more drivers joining us. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Nancy provides our service here at High Octane Racing League. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. You get a quick link to our Discord server where we do most of our business. And the schedules, what series we happen to be running. We're going to be doing some... give it a different look, maybe some IndyCar stuff, GT3 cars coming up here soon as well. So excited for that. So keep your eyes peeled. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget that thumbs up button, man. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash that bell or massage the bell, whatever you prefer. But thanks to all those subscribers, all the people that come out and watch the races each and every week, whether they're watching it live or on replay. Don't forget, man, you can buy me a coffee by clicking on that link in the description of the race. And also, if you help me out by clicking on the SimLab web link there as well, that would greatly appreciate that. If you're interested in purchasing something through them, please use my link. And just under 4 minutes left to go here in the practice session. And this is a regular season race, a points event. We're going to take a look at the season standings. Arthur Vieira with a slight lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr. Franco Alvarez sits in the third position. Dennis Schuderchen is fourth. What a run there for Dennis Schuderchen this season. Craig Marizon sits in the fifth position. Gordon Carter is sixth. Sean Jacobs seventh. Eugene Fedorov eighth. Preston Hassel ninth. And Givaldo Spindola in that top 10. See page number 2. Ed Palumbo, Dana Grover, Gaston LaCourcy, Wesley Dean, Todd Robillard in the top 15. You see Dan Richter, Rafael Sullivan, Gilmar Peixoto, Jesus Iglesias, and Tiago Gomez rounding out the top 20. Take a look at 21 through 27. Good turnout this season. Some of these guys been part-time racers, but 18 racers joining us here tonight. We'll get a good look at a big field here tonight. Those are the standings with just tonight and next week left to go. So we still got the championship to figure out.
A lot of soul.
Let's take a look at the track here at Daytona. Who in the world is a race fan that doesn't know about Daytona, huh? 2.5 miles. Big tri-oval there, 31 degrees of banking in the turns, and through the tri-oval, 18 degrees, man. A lot of room to race here. You're going to have to work with somebody. Can't win this baby on your own. You're going to have to work with somebody, maybe somebody that's not your friend normally, huh? Everybody's friends here, right? We call it frenemies. But a great track, fun track, and again, a lot of room to race here, but you're definitely going to have to find a friend to run with. The draft is going to be super important here tonight. Got some chatters in here. Tracks VR. Look at that, man. Givaldo always kicking us off, man. Love Givaldo. Good to see him out here. Also, Jesus Iglesias. Buenas noches. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Natal for those people who speak Portuguese out there. Jair in here as well. Good to see Jair. And Tracks VR, of course, in here chatting it up. Appreciate those folks providing a place for Dana Grover to race tonight. I guess he could race from home, but man, they got a great facility there in the Calgary area. Check them out if you're up around there. I think there's some more facilities too around Canada. Need one right here in Indianapolis, baby. It's the Mecca of auto racing. The Mecca. These guys got about 20 seconds left to go here. Whoa, Eugene Fedorov mowing some grass. Eugene Fedorov, Mr. Snow Maiden, mowing the grass. Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Cup Series at Dover of a 100-lap race, race number 9 at the Monster Mile. I get out to the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat. Maybe I'll wear my Santa hat tomorrow night. Oh, I gotta get a Santa hat. How do I not have a Santa hat? Heck, done it. Well, I'll pretend. Race number 9 of the season, and just 2 races to go in that series. Guys getting ready to go to qualifications underway here at Daytona. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. Quali just about ready to start. It is a 10-minute qualification session. Take a look at Franco Alvarez out here on the track. His qualification attempt. Franco paints a lot of cars for us. Loves painting in this mod. He does some great truck work as well. And I would imagine you're going to see him up front here tonight. Played that song. What am I doing? Where's the DJ at? Fire the DJ. I actually used to DJ, by the way. I was in college. What an experience that was. Woo, man. A lot of fun. I can tell you some stories, but I won't. This is a PG-13 here. Jacob Smith is, that top time is Preston Hassel with 49.051. 49.222 for Franco Alvarez here so far. How about John Stanley? He's been a little bit of a MIA here, taking a little break here in the Buschwackers series, coming out for the special event. 49.604. A little work to do there for him. Dennis Uterchin right now third with a 49. Where is he at? 49.108 is his first lap. Let's see what the 47 car can do on lap number 2. Costas Kanzoris, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. His first race out in the 2X. He's right now P4. $48,895. Todd Robillard at the top of the grid. $47 here with a 48,983. Got Givaldo in a 68. Now P14 for Givaldo. Todd Robillard top of the grid. Gordon Carter second. Sean Jacobs third. John Stanley up to P4. Archie Vieta is in P5 so far. Carter got another lap in him. And here we go. Givaldo in his lap there. 48,996 up to P10 for Givaldo. Preston Hassel looks like he's finished up his qualification attempt. How about Dana Grover in the 89? Tracks VR sponsored Toyota. Robillard still a top time. Carter second. Jacobs third. Stanley fourth. And Vieta is fifth. Dana Grover says you need a Toyota up there in the top 5. Fords and Chevys. Margelli Jr. up to P5. Heading out back to P6. Let's see where Dana Grover lands. 48,954. Dana Grover up to P7 for that attempt. Jesus Barbatu Iglesias. 22. Orange Crush sponsored Camaro. Let's see where he lands. Right now, P17. 49.032, moving up to P16. He's got another lap in him. Furtado not out on the track here. Looks like he may start in the back. Not sure. Gibaldo also shown in the pit, so he looks like he has decided just to do one lap. See where Jesus lands. Right there, 48.908 up to P3 for Jesus Iglesias. He said, how about that barbecue sauce, baby? So Jesus with a good run. And it looks like everybody who is qualifying has qualified. Iglesias is going to back off there for attempt number 2. And that's going to give me a chance to get about 3 minutes left in quals. It's going to give me a chance to let the dog back in. So we'll give you the final results here in a quick moment. Thanks so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, welcome back. We have just a few moments here left in the qualification session. Welcome to TurnLeftTV. Tonight we have the Frosty 200. It's our 5th one. 80-lap race here to celebrate Christmas. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. So tonight we have, for the winner, $25 Steam gift card, and we'll have 2 random drawings from the driver pool for $25 Steam gift cards. We do this to help say thanks to all our drivers. For supporting High Octane Racing League. I do want to mention that the Tough Trucks, although I am showing Lucas Oil, the Tough Trucks is off right now. They'll be off next week. I have this December 31st. They'll actually be off next week, and we're going to start a brand new schedule on January the 8th. And we're moving this series to Wednesday nights. So I just wanted to let you know we are still in the works of figuring out a schedule. It looks like I had a couple guys here got kicked there on the switch over here. So once they get back in, we'll give you the official results. And we got a wheel of fun tonight, man. We're gonna roll the. Spin the wheel, I should say. I sort of say roll the dice, but spin the wheel and award 2 $25 Steam gift cards to 2 of our drivers here tonight. So 8 minutes. So we've restarted the warm-up session after they've done their drivers meeting. So about 10 minutes or so in warm-up.
Cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Buschwackers. Saturday night. Thunder. Tough trucks. Nascar, IndyCar, GT3. Octane. Racing League. High Octane. Racing League. High Octane. Racing League. High Octane Racing League. High Octane Racing League.
All right, we got about 6.5 minutes left to go with the warm-up session. I'm starting to get a little jittery, man. I'm telling you, I'm a little nervous here. Excited, nervous. Well, my pick tonight, I've got it in. It's official. My pick tonight is Sean Jacobs. In the 24. Got the new paint scheme, the Kubota paint scheme. He's practicing pitting. So that's my pick to win this race tonight. A lot of people say it's the kiss of death. Still waiting for one driver to get in here. Maybe Dennis trying to rejoin. Dennis racing all the way from Kharkiv, Ukraine. Let's take a look at the race keys. Patience, baby. Patience. Be patient tonight. Pick a lane. High lane, low lane, whatever it is, make sure you pick a lane. Be checkup ready here too. Leave yourself some room between you and the car in front of you because you are going to have some checkups. So be checkup ready. I already played that song. Now, I need a DJ, bro. There we go. Probably paid that later one too. Make good pit stops here too, man. It is not really an easy. There's a lot of room to get onto pit lane, but you are carrying so much speed, and if you're pitting in packs, it is super, super easy to speed onto pit lane, man. You're going to see some guys locking them up in that runoff area after you exit the track. So keep in mind, that is not an easy thing to do. And make some frenemies tonight, man. You're going to have to work with somebody, as I mentioned before, and it may be somebody you're not used to working with. You're going to have to make some frenemies to be able to win this race. Chances are you're not going to be around guys that are teamed up with you. And we'll take a look at those race keys back when we line them up. About 3.5 minutes left to go. Don't forget, next week, the final race of the 2024 season. We're actually jumping over into January. But California Speedway to finish out season number 5. And then, of course, the next week we just roll right over to season number 6 here, the Buschwackers Series, every Friday night. Love to have you join us. Special event tonight. We have 2 special events throughout the year. We have the Steve Freeze Memorial Race every year, of course. And then, of course, we do the Frosty 200 here at Christmas. Andrew Smith joining us in the chat session as well. Good to see Andrew. JJ's picking Bardelli Jr. That's a good pick. That is a good pick. I bet Fireball Flash. Wait a minute, Trax VR. They're picking Dana Grover tonight. Eugene Fedorov joining us. Got the new paint scheme in. Done with the Snow Maiden. As you see him coming off track. Boy, he's really, really conservative here. He's making a pit stop. We've got a couple new drivers here. Costas Kansoris. Hopefully I am pronouncing that name correctly. And Jacob Smith. Jacob Smith will be racing in the 8X car tonight. Look at that 54, Ed Palumbo, another good pick here. Really, another good pick is a possible winner of this race. Tony Furtado, man, we haven't seen Tony in a while in the 9, the Valvoline car. Those guys pitting in packs right there just to get some practice. Case. Right now, waiting on a driver here who had gotten kicked, so get him back in. Win tonight. Tonight we will have a Wheel of Fun, the Wheel of Names, to award the 2 $25 Steam gift cards. Right now we have 19 names on that bad boy. So just a moment, guys, here we'll be getting the command to start the engines. We're waiting on one driver to come back in. Again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcast and commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And 80-lap racing tonight. All right, looks like we are going to go, baby.
Attention grid, all non-essential.
All righty, here we go, baby. I'm ready to rock and roll.
A lot of soul.
We're getting them lined up. Command to start the engines, and here we go. The starting order here tonight. Todd Robillard starts in P1 in the 90. Gordon Carter starts in the second position. Jesus Iglesias starts third. Sean Jacobs will start in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be John Stanley. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts sixth. Archivieta seventh. Dana Grover will start in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is Preston Hassel in the 27. Franco Alvarez starts 10th. Costas Kansouras starts in the 11th position. Dennis Schuderchen will start 12th. Starting in 13th will be Givaldo Spindola. Randy Merrick starts in his 14th position. Jacob Smith starts 15th. Eugene Fedorov will start in the 16th position. Starting in 17th will be Ed Palumbo in the 54. Tony Furtado starts 18th, and Chris Hughes starts in the 19th position. $80 laps here tonight. And hopefully these guys get off to a good start. Those keys to the race, baby. Be patient here tonight. Not going to win it on the first lap. Pick a lane. Be check up ready. Give yourself some room. Make good pit stops and make some frenemies tonight here at Daytona. Merry Christmas to everybody across the globe, wherever you may be watching this race from. Merry Christmas. And just a few days to New Year's, right? So Happy New Year. Early Happy New Year. Lights are out on the pace car, and here we go. Here we go, baby.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Oh, a little bit of bump there by Iglesias into the back of the 90 car to give him a shove. Hopefully everybody is patient here. And the 90 car, he says, man, I don't want to get out there too far. This could be a big-time problems. And the 22 jumps in behind him. The 12 of John Stanley running in the third position. Dennis Schuderchen on board here with him. He's running in the 8th position right now. Gordon Carter in a high-place moving sponsor machine up on the high side. On board with Dennis Schuderchen. Everybody's starting to get single file. At least about the front 9 single file. Sean Jacobs on the outside line. He's running in the 8 spots. Just behind him is the 89, Dana Grover. Sean Jacobs in the 24 Vulcan sponsor machine. Low line is the place to be right now with all the numbers down there. As the 90 is our leader in that C4 Energy sponsored Camaro. 22 Orange Crush. Jesus Iglesias in second. John Stanley, the top Ford, in the 3rd position. Bardelli Jr. also in a Ford, running in P4. Art Vieta is in the 5th position. Preston Hassel running in P6. Take a look at Preston Hassel in the 27, running in the 6th position. Just behind him is Gordon Carter in the 56. And Palumbo tuck it out there on the outside. These guys better get organized here. Chris Hughes in a 7 car just behind him. And that 8X, Jacob Smith running in P17. These guys just stay nose to tail here and they can close back in on that pack. On board here with that Palumbo. And I think that's what he has in mind, is just staying nose to tail. Staying in line here and hopefully getting a run. Dana Grover in the 89 car, run on the outside line just behind Sean Jacobs. 24, Sean Jacobs up on the outside there now beside Bardelli Jr. See the 4 of Art Vieta is now starting to move past those guys. 27 of Preston Hassel's got the chrome rims on there this week. Out of the front of the 89's car. Whoa, man, big checkup right there. Oh, big checkup in the end. 24 got into the wall. The 24 into the wall. There was a huge checkup. I said leave yourself some room, but those guys got a little bit too close. Holy smokes. And Sean Jacobs, man, he got into the wall. That was a tough lick there for him. Let's see if we've got a look at this. Sean Jacobs, he's now back in the pack here, looks like. Let's take a look. Sean Jacobs in his 24, and there was contact right there. Whoa, John Stanley got up on the outside line. Oh, and the 24 got in the back of him. Stanley got way up on that outside. Take a look here. Let's take a look at the 12 car. There's contact made between he and Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. snuck in. Not sure if there was contact, but Stanley went up to the high side. 24 got into the back of him. And now the 24 off pace. Now back to, not too bad, back to the 12th position. But got some damage he's talking about now. A big check up there. And we got a new leader, and that is Jesus Iglesias. He's now Robillard back to P4. So that got a little crazy right there. Take a look at that pass for the lead as Iglesias going down to the bottom side. Got some help from Bardelli Jr. Vieta also. So the South Americans teaming up. South American drivers teaming up there and getting by. Wow. And the 90 now back to the 4th position. As Iglesias is our leader. Bardelli Jr. in 2nd. Vieta 3rd. Robillard is 4th. Preston Hassel has worked his way up to P5. John Stanley back in the 6th position. Randy Merrick on the outside line here trying to make some moves. 24 and the 83 down below. Randy Merrick in that 6X car trying to make some moves here, and doesn't look like that's going to work out for him. Those guys are kind of organized on that bottom line, and now Alvarez is going to get back by. Sean Jacobs looking to get by as well. Todd Robillard in the 90, now back to the 4th position. Take a look at our side-by-side here on board with Preston Hassel as he's following Todd Robillard. Robillard in P4. Hassel is in 5th. Hassel's got a good run here down the backstretch, but he has no intention right now of getting up on that high line and leaving himself open for losing a spot. As John Stanley just behind in the 6th position. Look at Art Vieta here running in the 3rd position. You know this guy's going to be in the hunt. If he doesn't get himself into trouble or get caught up in somebody's mess, you know he's going to be in the hunt to win this race. So he's running behind Bardelli Jr. Bardelli now peeking out on the outside, maybe trying to cool that engine off a little bit in the 19 car. Couple guys back here. Looks like Jacob Smith and Ed Palumbo. Now take a look at Kansaros running in the 19th position, that 2X car. Jacob Smith is right behind Ed Palumbo. Those guys got together, I think, a little bit earlier. So 54 and the 8X running together here, running in 17th and 18th. 70 laps to go. 10 laps in. It's been an action-packed 10 laps, that's for sure. Chris Hughes, late race joining. We haven't seen Chris in a while. He's on Christmas break, I think. So he's enjoying his Christmas break. Another one of our school teachers. 7 car gets around Randy Merrick, so he's now up to the 15th position. Randy Merrick falling back to P16. Gordon Carter here in the 56. Just behind him is the 89. A couple Canadians there running together. Actually, 3 Canadians when you include John Stanley in the 12. So all Canada. There is 6th, 7th, and 8th. A little bit of gap there between Stanley and Preston Hassel. Stanley running in the 6th position. Got a good run here on Preston Hassel. And backs off. Take a look here, Tony Furtado going to the outside. Furtado goes to the outside. Whoa! Made there 3-1 right there. Whoa! 3-1. Tony Furtado went to the outside. I think some guys decided to go with him and got a little messed up there. I don't know whether it was a checkup or what, but wow! Big time checkup. As the 9 trying to figure out if he's got enough room to get down there, and that doesn't look like he does. 89's going to slip through. And Tony Furtado and at number 9, Valvoline-sponsored Chevy trying to find a friend. Oh, Lee Toledo. Now got interested. Let's take a look at this again. This got busy in a hurry. The 47 and the 89. Oh, boy. That could have been a big one. That could have been a big one. We go back to live here now. Furtado's still trying to get down to the bottom side, and Dana Grover does not want to give up that spot. And maybe the 24 might let this 9 car down. I think the 24 communicating says, hey, man, I want to give you some room. And there we go. Back up here, take a look at Givaldo Spindle. He's got a bird's eye view of all that stuff. He's on board here with him. He's running in the 13th spot. Marquis Rocket up there, just ahead. Look at Eugene Fedorov running in the 84 car, just behind Givaldo. Eugene running in the 14th position. Givaldo is in 13th. Pulled off that pass, it looks like. I can take a look at this. It's actually looked like Fedorov had used the outside line, tried to get a run. And Givaldo sticking to that bottom line. And Eugene in the 84 not going to be able to pull off that pass. Well, right now, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is our leader. He's gotten around Jesus and all the melee. We missed that pass, but 19 now our race leaders. The 22 looking like he wants to get back around. No, the 22 coming down pit lane. The 22 coming down onto pit lane. So Jesus Iglesias. So we're going to see a lot of drivers coming down pit lane now. Hearing it on the radio. So Jesus Iglesias on pit lane as Claudio Bardelli Jr. is our leader. We got a mass of people coming down pit lane. This is going to get interesting. Well, Bardelli Jr. come down pit lane. Haven't heard anything on the radio. And it does look like he is. Look at this. This is going to be a mess. Oh, Bardelli Jr. is... Oh, man. Oh, no. Vieta also spinning. As they come down pit lane, Vieta spins. Oh, man. Did you see that? Arch and Vieta spun around. We'll take a look. Look at that. Bardelli Jr. flying. And then Vieta spins into the fence. A lot of drivers getting through. On board here, watch this out of Todd Robilar's machine. Whoa, man, it looked like he might have downshifted. And he got into the wall. Oh, man, wow. Too hard on the brakes and then spins this car. The complexion of this race has changed. The 83, Franco Alvarez, is our leader. Bardelli Jr. coming back down pit lane to serve a drive-through penalty. For Claudio Bardelli Jr. said he's got to come back down pit lane and serve a drive-through. Maybe Vieta as well. And it does look like both those drivers coming back down pit lane. Oh, and Vieta had trouble again. Vieta in trouble again. My heavens. So Vieta now coming down pit lane, but he had trouble again. My heavens, man. So Franco Alvarez on pit lane and Dennis Udichin also on pit lane. Those are the top two right now. Preston Hassel lead the pack. Artur Vieta. When it rains, it pours. And Artur Vieta has trouble twice on pit lane. He spun around a second time. This is the first time right here. That's the first time right there. Guys trying to figure out how to miss him. And he spins again. This is the second time. Vieta says, okay, I got to do a drive-through. Let's get this figured out. Bardelli Jr., and then he spins before he gets to, I think it's a downshifting thing with him on that, and he spins again. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Yellow, yellow.
Uh-oh. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. And a crash. First caution flag. Man, this has gotten busy in a hurry, hasn't it? Holy Toledo. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Looked like maybe Iglesias might have hit the wall. Take a look here. Jesus Iglesias on the outside. He smacks the wall right there. And he just right there into the 54 car. You saw it grab the, smacking the wall, kind of grabbed that car. Take a look at this again. He's up the track, and he's just going to hit a spot in the wall. Watch this thing. It's going to end up just turning. Oof. And then down into the 54. 54 had no place to go. Board here with that Palumbo, and he's going to see a whole lot of that 22 car right there. And Ed Palumbo doing a good job of keeping this car pointed in the right direction. Now has some damage, but fortunately for him, fortunately for him, didn't get into the wall. And Dana Grover looking out of the back of his car. Watch this. Yeah, just bouncing off the wall right there and getting into the 54. You see Iglesias making contact right here with the wall. He bounces off the wall, and then it grabs him again right there, and then straight across the nose of the 54. We go back to live. Our first caution flag. So a good little run there. So first caution flag. And, Archivette, I think he got the lucky dog. How about that? How do we say lucky dog in Portuguese? We'll find out. Hold on, let's see if we can play it.
Cachorro sortudo.
There you go. It didn't sound like my voice, did it? Hold on here, let me try it again.
Cachorro sortudo.
So Preston Hassel shown as the race leader. Now Jesus Iglesias on pit lane taking some service. But now we might see some guys coming back down pit lane. I know some. But, some guys just came off pit lane. But, hey, you want all the fuel you can get. Tire's not a huge issue here. as Preston Hassel dives into his pit stop. Topping off on fuel and maybe taking a couple tires there. Schudertson shown as the race leader. Behind him is Bardelli Jr. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night at Dover. The Monster Mile 100-lap race in the Cup Series. It's race number 9 of the season. And I get out of the broadcast booth, get into the driver's seat, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this track. Some guys really like it, man. I can't figure it out. It's just tough on me, man. Tough on tires, tough on me. Tough on the nerves. But it'll be a fun one, I'm sure. I'll be out there making some laps. No chance of winning that race for me. Well, Schudertson might have gambled here. I don't know if he's going to come down pit lane or not. He might have gambled here. It just said, okay, I'm not going to use this caution flag to top off on fuel. We'll see what the car key rocket decides to do. And I don't see him inching toward pit lane, so it looks like he's going to stay out. Interesting. Vieira has taken the opportunity. Of course, he got the lucky dog, taking the opportunity to come down pit lane here, top off on fuel. Maybe take some tires, it looks like. Jesus Iglesias also on pit lane. Now, Iglesias is one lap down. He is in the lucky dog position. So good news there for him, as Vieira has gotten the lucky dog. Cachorro de Sorte. So, getting some chat there from JJ, keeping it lively. Ed Palumbo wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. Andrew Smith, good to see Andrew Smith in here in the chat session. Our first caution flag. We'll keep our fingers crossed here. Hopefully that's our only caution flag tonight. And again, if you're just joining us, this is the Frosty 200. This is our 5th Frosty 200. I think I've broadcast 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken, but this is our 5th one. And it's a big, it's a big hit. You know, guys like this race. Got a lot of people joining us, 19 drivers. It was just the right time, too, right around when people are off, and had a lot of Christmas meals in the belly. Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year. That's coming up. As you see now, Dennis has decided to come down pit lane. Alvarez looks like he's coming down pit lane as well, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Bardelli Jr. also on pit lane. And Franco Alvarez on pit lane. See John Stanley out here as we're clicking on Alvarez's car. A little bit too late. John Stanley in his first race back with us. Right now running in the 4th position. Our pole setter is back in P1. '27, Preston Hassel up to the 2nd position. Dana Grover is in 3rd. John Stanley in the 4th position. Hopefully these guys exercise a little bit of patience here on this restart. This is the point when you got to want to really, really be patient here because, man, things could go haywire in a hurry as we bunch everybody back up. Looks like they really, really, made a point of, getting single file before. We had most of the cars single file there as they run some laps. Here we go. The pace car's off. Getting ready to go back green for lap 26.
Go.
Back to green, baby. As the 90 back up front, our pole setter. Dana Grover in second now as he's inching ahead of that bottom line and that top line. Preston Hassel leading the train there on the high side. Shouldn't say train, looks like 3 cars on the high side. Yeah, Preston Hassel now has to dive in behind Gordon Carter. Carter now up to P3 at that 56. As Todd Robillard in the 90, the leader. 89, Dana Grover in second. Gordon Carter third, Preston Hassel fourth, and John Stanley running in the 5th position. Sean Jacobs, man, he had some trouble early. He's running in P6 now. These guys being kind of kind to one another. Ed Palumbo now back up to the 7th position. Involved in that accident. I don't think it had too much of a damage there for him. Just came across the nose of the 54 car, but not too much damage. Maybe some right front damage. Vieta now finds himself working back in the 16th position. He has got a boogered up race car, I believe. Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Take a look at Jacob Smith in his first race out with us. He's running in the 15th spot. On board here with him. Looking ahead at the 47, Dennis Judichin. Jesus Iglesias up on the high side. Now Iglesias is in the lucky dog position. Oh, big check up there. Big check up as Jacob Smith went to the high side. Nico Alvarez now back to P14 as the 6X. That's Randy Merrick in the 13th position. Those guys side by side. Eugene Fedorov here running in P10. Good top 10 run for the 84. Running in the 9th position is the 9 of Tony Furtado. 54 Ed Palumbo still in P8. A little bit of a gap there between Fedorov and Spindola. Spindola is 68. Those guys tucking out on the high line. See if they can get something started here, but I think the best bet would be just to tuck in on that bottom line.
Yellow.
We got a yellow flag. Vieta coming around. Vieta's had a tough night here tonight, man. Uncharacteristic for Archie Vieta to have such a tough night, and he is off the pace. Something's happened with Vieta. That car just not working right there for him, I don't think. He's on the backstretch, and that car is blown up. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. As looked like maybe Bardelli Jr. got into the back of him. There in the corner right there. Gets into the back of him. Oh, there's contact with Bardelli. And Vieta's lost a hood. Looked like there was contact with Vieta. Take a look again. right there into the back. A little bit of warping going on too, but back into the back of the 4 car. Oh, and it comes back across and hard into the wall. So the 4, man, I'll tell you what, on board here, watch this. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Oh, man. That was a hard lick. Lost the hood. And hard lick there. It looked like Bardelli Jr. had gotten into the back of him. So caution flag, a little bit of bump drafting. Cautions breed cautions. The way that works, isn't it? So unfortunately, Archer Vieta out of the race. Just that, you know, it just seemed uncharacteristic to me with the pit entry situation you had with Archer there, and those 2 times coming down the pit lane. That he, you know, just kind of loses the back end of that. Back into that car, and that's just uncharacteristic. We don't really see that out of Archer that often. Robillard, the leader. Grover is in second. Carter third. Hassel fourth. Stanley is in fifth. Now, you got to be wondering here, you know, we're not quite to halfway. Are some of these guys going to come back down pit lane? You know, sacrifice some track position. And it does look like my question has been answered. It's a Robillard, the pole sitter, on pit lane. Man, the camera angles here is a little suspect, isn't it? Man, the car keeps rocking. But out. Oh, that was Dana Grover there. Sorry, they both got that yellow car. Dana Grover coming out in P2. Givaldo is our race leader tonight here in the 68. Now, don't forget, this is a regular season race, too, so points matter here. So this is a regular season race. We got one more race to go after tonight. Take a look at the schedule here. Next week, we'll be at California to finish out the season. And then we'll just head right over into season number 1 of 2025 after that. So on the 10th of January, we'll start a brand new season. Haven't made the schedule yet, but that'll get done. Well, now I'll probably post it this weekend. All right, to 68. The leader looks like Jacob Smith is second. Randy Merrick up to the third position. Kansaros is in fourth. Robillard fifth. So we got a little bit different look up here with Spindola, Smith, Merrick, and Kansaros. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Robillard in P5. He is our pole setter here tonight. Don't forget Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s podcast there on YouTube, Sober Tom Podcast. Check him out, man. Does some all things music on the Sober Tom Podcast. Check him out on YouTube. One of our great friends here at Racing Tonight, Claudio Bardelli Jr. Not having the best of nights tonight, but that 19 car. So it does look like those guys are coming down pit lane now. Maybe some other guys coming down pit lane as well. 24, 47. The 9 on pit lane right there. Tony Furtado topping off with fuel. 88 on pit lane. He came in up front out of that crowd there, and he's dropped some positions. I know he had some damage to that car that he had to get repaired, but wow. So side-by-side, looks like the 90 car is elected to take the bottom line here as the 89 up on the outside line. And 56 will start in P3. The 54 at Palumbo and a Hellman-sponsored machine running in the fourth position, or restarting in the fourth position as the lights are out on the pace car. And we will be starting lap 35 this time by. '27 and the Franco Alvarez in the 83 is up to the 6th spot. Lights are out on the pace car. Got to come in this time by. Getting ready to go back green. Lap 35. So all the shenanigans started on that green flag pit stop. We had some trouble there, and then it just seemed to compound.
Go, go, go.
Back to green. A couple caution flags later. 2 caution flags in the books here tonight. As a 56 giving the 90 a little bit of a shove there. The inside, high place moving. Sponsor machine now up to P2 as Preston Hassel is in third. Hassel in that 27 car is the 12 just behind him. A couple Fords there. John Stanley in the 12 on board here with him as he's giving that 27 a little bit of an aero push. Pushing that column of air and the 27. Tim Horton sponsor number 12 Ford running in P4. 7 of Chris Hughes. He's up to P5. Oh, John Stanley scraping that inside line. Scrubbing off a little bit of speed. That's going to give that 89 and the 54 a little run on the outside line. They may end up picking up a spot here. Dana Grover is going to stay, or is he going to go down to the bottom side? And those guys got a good run. The 54 and the 89 now picking up a spot as John Stanley scraped that inside. He saw some sparks coming up from that car. So John Stanley had gotten down to the inside. See if we could take a little bit of replay here. Take a look at John Stanley. He's going to go down on this bottom line here. As they come through this corner. That's actually a little bit after the fact. A little bit after the fact there is Stanley working on this bottom side. And there was some contact there maybe between the 27 and the 89, or maybe a checkup. John Stanley to the inside here, and he's going to get down on the bottom line, and you're going to see some sparks coming up from that car. See the 83 diving down to the inside. Everything okay here so far. When they come into this corner, into this trioval area, this or exit trioval into the corner, and he's going to go down to the bottom side here, and there's going to be some sparks coming up. He's scraping the splitter there. You see, scraping the splitter, scrubbing off some speed. He did a good job of holding on to that. And that's going to get 89 and the 54 a run. Back to live here is the 90, the leader. 54 is 56. I'm sorry, is Gordon Carter running in the second position. 27 Preston Hassel in third. The 89 Dana Grover in the fourth position. In fifth is now Ed Palumbo in that Hellman sponsor machine. The 6 Randy Merrick 6X car. He is running in the sixth position. In seventh is looks like Tony Furtado trying to work this outside line. They got a group of them: the 9, the 83, the 19 on the outside line. And also the 24 trying to get something started here. I am at this track and the way this runs, I am so uncomfortable up on the outside line. I just can't do it. I've tried it. I don't like it. I feel like I'm pinned in. And those guys on that bottom line are going to be a little bit faster here. Randy Merrick now going to the bottom side underneath the 54. And into the back of him is the 12 car. And the 6X went down to the bottom below the yellow line. As the 6X trying to get by on that bottom side. This is a battle here, and I feel like things are getting a little bit more chippy right now. These guys are vying for position. The 9 car up on the outside line, side by side with the 54. 54 now using the draft from the 89 to inch ahead. Take a look at the 24, Sean Jacobs in that Vulcan sponsor machine. He's side by side with the 12. That bottom line seems to be a little disorganized right now. The high line is organized, a little bit more organized, but now it's kind of a mess. These guys are making some headway on the outside line, though. The 24, Jacobs making a couple passes there. Those bottom line guys. Oh, we got a car off the pace here. It looks like maybe Jacob Smith off the pace. No, that is the 8X. Looks like the 2X. Boy, he got wide. And now the 84 of Eugene Fedorov tucks in behind him. That's Costas in the 2X car running on the bottom side now. He is back in the 16th position. See if we can take a look and see what happened here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag. We're looking at this. And right there, man, he came across the front. Right there, that car got a little bit loose, that 2X. We're back to live here. And Jesus Iglesias appears to be off the pace. There was some shenanigans going on there. So Tato has now gotten the race lead. Take a look and see what happened here. Iglesias on the outside line. Oh, into the back of a... Oh, man. Oh, and Iglesias up to the outside, gets into the 6X car. It's a huge checkup there. Huge checkup. I just felt like that intensity or the aggressiveness, those guys get all bunched up on the inside. All bunched up on the inside. Man. On board here with Dennis Udichin. And watch these guys. He's going to get bunched up on that bottom side. Wow! Randy Merrick, he had nowhere to go on that as well. On board here with Randy Merrick. Oh, whoa! And a whole lot of barbecue right there in your face. Yeah, it just looked like there was a massive checkup on board here with Jesus. And those guys just got on the brakes. He had no time to react. Take a look at here, Sean Jacobs. He's on the outside. You see those guys really check up there, the 90 leading that field, but those guys were right there nose to tail. That caused some big-time problems. Yellow flag. You see right there, the 56 is into the back of the 90, 27 into the back, 89 into the back, 54 into the back. John Stanley's backing off and gets rear-ended by the 22, and the 22 up the track there, and 47 gets caught up. Look at that 7 car. He gets caught up in as well. And caution flag. Tony Furtado, the leader. .45 laps in, caution flag. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. You get a quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business on Discord. But check out highoctaneracing.net. You'll get a point standings, updates, schedules, a quick link to TurnLeftTV. So head on over there and help us out, highoctaneracing.net. And again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And then smash that bell. It updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all the subscribers out there. All the people come out, watch the races. Appreciate that. Love having all those folks come back each and every week, and all the new folks too. Appreciate that support. So a busy pit lane. See Randy Merrick on pit lane. He's going to have some pretty significant damage he's going to get repaired. So maybe an extended pit stop there for the 6X car. And the 9, actually Eugene Fedorov is our race leader, it looks like, in the 84. The 9 of Tony Furtado is in second. JJ said he is got a new house, huh? Congratulations. Parabéns on the new house. House owner now. And Wesley Dean joining us as well. Wesley must not have gotten the memo that the race started an hour early. It's all right. We'll see you next week. Got one more race to go, and that'll, what did we say that was? California. California next week. 90-lap race, fun track. Good side-by-side racing there. Wide track, a lot of room to make some passes. Well, the 84 of Eugene Fedorov is our leader. Mr. Snow Maiden. Is there a Mr. Snow Maiden? I don't think so. It's got the different look to the car now. And if you're just joining us, this is the Frosty 200, our annual event here at Daytona, Christmas event. And this is our 5th one. 5 years we've been doing this now. We're excited for tonight's race. I was looking forward to this. I've been on a vacation here for a little bit, and it's the highlight of my vacation so far. So an 80-lap race here tonight, in case you're just joining us. And the winner of this race will get a $25 Steam gift card. We have 2 drawings for drivers for $25 Steam gift cards. And you see Eugene Fedorov, our drummer, our punk rock drummer, on pit lane. Other guys on pit lane as well. Those guys got caught up in that accident. Now on pit lane, Tony Furtado is the race leader. '90 of Todd Robillard will start on the outside line, and 56 of Gordon Carter. He's been up front here tonight. He starts in P2 or P3. On the inside line, High Place Moving sponsored Chevy, and 27, Preston Hassel, starts in the 4th spot. Hopefully, JJ, in your new house, you've got a race room in there, man. You need a man cave. We call it a man cave. I'm going to have to ask the wife for that one. So the 9 will lead the field to take the green flag, and I think we're going to go green this time by. You'll start lap 49. One car out of the race, Artur Vieira. He had a tough night, uncharacteristic of Artur.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Pace car's off. Here we go, back to green, and the 90 got a good start. Good jump on the outside line. Wow, the 56 into the back of the 9 car to try to give him a shove and get him going. But it looks like Todd Robillard got a good jump there on that start. And he's going to dive down in front of the 9. Wow. And he leaves Preston Hassel on the outside line. On board here with Preston Hassel in a Castrol-sponsored Ford. And Palumbo getting by on the inside. Preston really wanting to get down on that bottom side. Chris Hughes in the 7. He's running in the 8th position. Franco Alvarez dives down to the inside, and now Preston Hassel stuck out there by himself. He might get some room here with the 24. Sean Jacobs indicating he might give him some room. Sean Jacobs, oh man, Alvarez scraping the splitter. 84 of Eugene Fedorov got a good run on the outside line. Not sure where that's going to go. Fedorov in the 8th position on the outside line. And those guys are probably going to end up closing the gap and getting back by. And it does look like the 7, Chris Hughes, doing that as we speak. These guys now nose to tail on the inside, the 27 and the 83 following the 7. Todd Robillard on the outs, leading the field here in the 90. The 9 of Tony Furtado is in 2nd. 56, Gordon Carter in the 3rd position. The 89 of Dana Grover back in P4. Take a look at the 89. Dana Grover in that Trax VR sponsored Toyota. He's running in P4. This will be a big win for him as Ed Palumbo follows him in the 54. Those guys have broken away a little bit. So the top 5, 4 Chevys and a Toyota, have kind of broken away from the rest of that pack just a little bit. But it does look like Chris Hughes has a run there, pushed by the 27 car. Take a look at Dennis Yudichyn in the 47 is the 8X Jacob Smith on the outside line. Jacob Smith, one of our new drivers here, just joined this week. On the outside line is Randy Merrick just behind him. Those guys get by on that low side. And Kostas Kantsoris running in the 18th position on that bottom side. All the cars on the lead lap now. As Jesus Iglesias has gotten back on the lead lap, and he is running in the 13th position. That 22 car. Givaldo Spindola running behind him. Those guys going nose to tail for now. I mean, I think they realize that double file stuff here with quite a number of laps to go, maybe not the best idea. So nose to tail, they've broken away. As it looks like we have a 7-car breakaway led by the 90. Preston Hassel is the back of that little train. He is running in the 7th position. And those guys continue to open the gap. They got about a 2-second gap, or about a 1.5 second gap there between P7 and P8. Claudio Bardelli Jr. leading that train in the 8th position. Those guys would be best served if they would just stay in line. And Iglesias is running in the 12th position. He's down to the bottom side here with Givaldo. And it looks like the 47 might be stuck out there. Yudichyn stuck out on the outside line as John Stanley and that Tim Horton sponsor machine is going to get by. Fedorov on the outside line as well, so a little bit more disorganized now for those guys. And that's going to allow these guys to make some more headroom. Getting away from that, the rest of those drivers. And that's a P8 on back. Now Preston Hassel has dropped off the pace a little bit and at risk of losing the draft. Preston Hassel is about a 1/2 second back to those guys, and he needs to close in. Looking out of the front, that's danger territory right now. You got to really, really be careful. Stay focused here, and you can close back in. He's down to is up to 6/10 of a second back, and he is losing He's losing time. He's going to have to hope these guys get a little racy. Chris Hughes in the back of that pack. Looking out of the back and see Preston Hassel kind of out there by himself. And I think Preston Hassel is now, he's going to fall within the clutches of Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's leading that second pack. Preston's going to need some help here. Dennis Yudichyn in the 47 car, followed by John Stanley. The 8X. Jacob Smith back there as well, running in the 17th position. These guys are all over the place racing, man. Take a look at Fedorov in the 84, the 6X of Randy Merrick on the outside line. These guys swallow up the 27. Now he finds himself back in that pack. And that pack is led by Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. Oh, Jesus Iglesias off the track. Oh, we got more contact.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Got a yellow flag here, and there's more shenanigans going on. Jacob's missing a hood. So the 24, he was involved, and I'm not sure what happened there. Alvarez might have gotten involved as well. Take a look here. Oh, it looked like that Sean Jacobs got into the outside wall and then comes across, gets into, and now he comes back up the track and there's contact with he and Alvarez, and then all heck breaks loose. See Iglesias, he's trying to hold on to that. He was just a victim of circumstance, it looked like. Take a look here. This is Sean Jacobs. He gets into the outside wall, right? He's scraping that outside wall, and the car comes across the track, gets into the 22, and the 22, he's on for a ride, and he gets clipped by the 84 who had tried to get back up onto the track. So it looked like Sean Jacobs had made contact with the wall, comes back across, gets in, and comes back, gets into the 22, comes back up the track, gets into Alvarez there, and then Randy Merrick gets caught. The 84 gets caught. All heck break loose. Well, here Iglesias just got slammed into the side. He's trying to get back up onto the track. Merrick's trying to avoid it. He gets into the 84. Man. Let's go on board here with John Stanley, see what he saw. He's nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go right there. Fortunately, he made it through. But had some contact. Wow. A lot going on there. Well, that just got busy, and I got busy in a hurry. Can you see that 24 car come down onto Jesus Iglesias? Right there. And then Jacobs back up the track into the 83, and hood comes off. 27 makes it through. 6X tried to miss. He got into the 84, clipped the 22. And the 22 on for a ride. And that was, he's had a tough night. Iglesias into the outside wall. I just had a feeling when I saw those guys starting to get a little bit disorganized as the 27 got kind of swallowed up into that, I had a feeling that that wasn't going to end well. We were definitely at risk for having a caution flag. That front group definitely had a much more well-organized pack going. They were pretty much nose to tail. And then that back pack sort of had that worked out, but then they swallowed up that 27 car. And, you know, he did nothing wrong. I mean, he was just out there by himself, got swallowed up by that second pack. And after that happened, it looked like just the 24 got up into the outside wall, kind of had a hard time pulling that car back down off the wall. And all heck breaks loose. So we do have some guys on pit lane taking some service. I imagine you're going to see some repairs done on some of these cars. Claudio Bardelli Jr., you see him finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. .61 laps in. Looks like we're working on our fourth caution flag. As Robillard is our leader. Tato's shown in the second position, Carter third, Hassel fourth, Fedorov is in fifth. Now that front group didn't see those guys coming down pit lane. It's like Udichin and Jacobs on pit lane taking some service still. Udichin finishing up his pit stop, but I think Jacobs got a ton of damage that he's getting repaired. So a lot of damage there on that Vulcan-sponsored number 24 car. He's missing a hood. Extended pit stop there for him, and he may end up going a lap down. Shown right now at the tail end of the lead lap as those guys coming around off turn 4, so he may get swallowed up here and not be able to get out in time. So it does look like he is now going to go one lap down with the service being taken on the 24 car. As we take a look at Todd Robillard. Let's try this, man. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't know if I can get this done or not. Let's see. Probably been missing a head. Oh, nope. He's got one. It's just not in the right spot. The camera's not in the right spot. I can't do it. There we go. Oh, there he is. He used to be a lot better at this. There you go. Look at that concentration. Todd Robillard, he wants this victory. All right, does look like those guys wait until the bitter end to come down pit lane. I think I probably would have pitted at the beginning of that that sequence there, but I'm not the professional. I'm the broadcaster. You see, Crypto Chris, Dana has a fan club. Go Dana. That's right, Dana does have a fan club. They're here every week. Cheering him on. Dana Grover back out, and he is in front. Costas Kansoris is in second in the 2X. Jacob Smith in third, Randy Merrick in the fourth position. Ed Palumbo is in fifth. As the Toyota in his first chance to be up front here and leading. Getting the Trax VR logo out there. I'm questioning that decision by that front pack to stay out and then come down with the one to go, come down pit lane, and give up some track position. I just don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure I would have done that. I probably would have come down with the rest of those guys and taken my chances on some, how good those pit stops were. We got a ton of people there on that outside line as the pace car
Green
is
flag,
in.
green flag. Go,
All right,
go,
back
go.
to green. A 2-car train there on the inside line. I have a feeling some guys are going to be ducking down to the inside. It does look like Randy Merrick has decided to go down to the inside. $2X cost us on the outside line there. Going to have to get down there to the inside here real soon. He's going to lose his chance. He's kind of stuck up there on the outside as he does have help coming. Dana Grover is our leader. And now it looks like Jacob Smith, Randy Merrick working together on the outside as Ed Palumbo jumps down to the bottom line there to help Dana Grover. Oh, there's contact. Well, they hold on to it. Oh, no, more contact.
Yellow, yellow,
We
yellow.
got a yellow flag. I had a feeling that was going to go. Big pile up. So a big pile up there. And it looked like there was a contact. Looked like so Grover on the inside right here, and it looked like Randy Merrick comes down onto the bottom or across the nose of the 89 car. They thought they may have had it worked out, but back up the track, more contact there as he rejoins the track. Hellman's machine, he's sideways. 12 car gets rear-ended. And that is a pile-up right there. That is a mess. So Dana Grover got pushed down there to that bottom side. That Palumbo was in the middle of this too. On board here with that Palumbo. Right there, Merrick gets down into the 89 car. Right there. And Palumbo has nowhere to go, and he's going to get rear-ended right there. Oh, back up into a wad of cars. Jesus Iglesias hard into the wall. Iglesias got absolutely annihilated. Watch this. He's going to get turned. He gets hit, slams into the wall, and he comes back across the 27 car. So Randy Merrick, take a look at that 6X car. Randy Merrick comes down the track. Randy Merrick, it looked like man. Yeah, came across the nose of the 89 and then got back up on the track. There's contact there. And just all heck breaks loose. Wow. Cautions breed cautions. All right, looks like Jacob Smith is the leader. Dana Grover in second. Now, some of these guys undoubtedly going to be coming down pit lane, right? Emerson Sirkowski joining us. Good to see Emerson joining us in the chat session. Hammer also in here. Cautions breed cautions. And I think some of these boys will be coming down pit lane. It's like Randy Merrick coming down pit lane. So a lot of these drivers come down getting some repairs done. That's the danger I was talking about with starting back there in the pack. Like you waited and then pitted on that last lap before going green, and you found yourself back in that pack. And that can cause some problems. You get caught up in that. There was just nowhere to go for some of those guys. That was just an incredible wad of cars there. Jacob Smith is the leader. Dana Grover shown in the second position. Now, I wonder, what we're looking at here as far as damage on that 89 car. Maybe not enough to warrant coming down pit lane. So he's in second. Bardelli Jr. has found his way back up front, and he's running in the third position. Costas Kansoris is in fourth. Alvarez is in the fifth position. Don't forget, next week we'll finish out the season at California. A 90-lap race to finish out season number 5. We'll be announcing a new schedule here really, really soon. The Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night at Dover, the Monster Mile 100-lap race in the Cup Series. It's race number 9 of the season. Just 2 races to go. Take a look at that schedule. Martinsville after that. Oh, my gosh. 2 tracks that I'm not super great at. I think I'm better at Martinsville than I am Dover. I don't know what the deal is with Dover. I just cannot figure out that track. Of course, I burn up my tires. I know it's tough on tires, but, man, I just cannot figure out how to maintain pace at that track. But, nonetheless, I'll be out there mixing it up. It's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. John Stanley, talking about him a little bit. Haven't seen him in a while here in the Buschwackers series, and he's back at it right now, running in the 6th position. Certainly been caught up in a few things. Nothing of his doing necessarily, but still running in the top 10. All right, the 8X. All right, getting ready to go back green. As Jacob Smith is the leader in the 8X car. Dana Grover is in second on the outside line, it looks like. Claudio Bardelli Jr. third. Costas Kansoris will start in the fourth position. John Stanley fifth. Franco Alvarez will start in P6. The 8X. His first race out here, and he is leading. I'd be nervous, man. I'd be really nervous. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 10 to go. Starting lap 71. Scheduled to go 80 laps. Pace car's off. Here we go. Back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Yeah, it looks like the 89 is going to need a little help there on the outside. (19) into the back of the 8X car. Be careful there on that bump drafting in the corners. Bardelli Jr. tucks out. He was hoping somebody would go with him, and he is stuck out there on the outside line. 83 is going to get by on the bottom line. Claudio Bardelli Jr. went to the outside and not going to work out there. He's going to have to tuck back in. He's now in P4. Franco Alvarez in the second position. Jacob Smith is the leader. Preston Hassel is in third. Dana Grover now falling back on that outside line. John Stanley just behind him. Grover now in sixth. He's going to lose a couple more positions, it looks like. So the 83, Franco Alvarez in that Mobile sponsor machine. Mobile One sponsor machine. Oh, Preston Hassel going down to the inside. Alvarez looked like he was going to duck down on the bottom side. Yeah, there's more contact.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And another yellow flag. Oh, and it's still unfolding. Oh, and the 7 car in this. So it looked like Robillard had gotten caught up. Let's take a look. Oh, there was contact there ahead, it looked like. Looked like maybe the 89 it was involved at some point. Take a look here. Oof, man. What a mess. Take a look here. Oh, there was just bump in there. Just so much. Not enough room. You guys got to give it a little bit more room. You're not going to go anywhere. It looked like there was a little bit of check up there. The contact into the back of the 2X. And then more contact right there. And wow. Sean Jacobs got caught up in that as well, it looked like. Oh, yeah, he got hit, but he was able to make it through. I don't know how the 56 car made it through, but he did. Board here with Gordon Carter, and he made it through. How in the world did he make it through? I have no idea. What a move. What a move. Furtado got hit. Looked like those guys are checking up right there. And then this guy's hard into the wall. So we are winding it down here. These guys are running a lot of laps under yellow. I think we're on our 6th yellow, if I'm not mistaken. Smith, Alvarez, Hassel, Bardelli Jr., and Spindola all up front here. Givaldo running in the 5th position. Would this be a huge win for Givaldo? This would be a huge win. Alvarez got a shot of winning this race, man. I tell you what, this guy figures out how to get the car up front. That's no kidding. Hassel is in 3rd. He had some trouble early on. Back up to the 3rd position. Bardelli Jr. 4th. Spindle 5th. See Grover, Stanley, Carter, Iglesias, and Udichin rounding out the top 10. want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Subscribe. Love all those subscribers out there, and smash the bell. But hit that thumbs up button, man. Let's beat that algorithm. Let's get the video out here, everybody to see, so we can see who's at fault, and everybody can have a chat on that about on the YouTube chat as well. And I think we're going to get the one to go this time by. And it looks like Jacob Smith will start out the front. Franco Alvarez will start probably on that outside line. Looks like Preston Hassel will start on the inside in P3. All right, here we go. We're not doing a green-white checker, but we're darn close. Smith, Alvarez, Hassel, Bardelli Jr., Grover, top 5, Spindola, Carter, Stanley, Uterchin, and Iglesias rounding out the top 10. Tell you what, man, Spindola in 6th. Woo, boy, he might have a chance of winning this race. This would be a big one for Givaldo. Actually, he's going to run. He's in 5th. He's just got to close in, it looks like. So here we go. The pace car coming in this time by. Start lap 78. Alvarez to the outside. Jacob Smith on the inside in that 8X car.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. 19 into the back of the 83. Gives him a little bit of a shove. '83 way up on the outside, and it looks like Bardelli Jr. might have gotten into the outside wall, but Franco Alvarez has got a good run. Oh, man, here we go.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And it looked like 83 has reclaimed the lead, and they're going to do a green-white checker. I don't know what these guys have got in mind, why they have to keep crashing into one another, but they do. Take a look here. It looked like a couple guys got down onto the apron. Contact there, man. Wow. Oh, looked like Grover had gotten down into him. Looked like Dana Grover might have made contact with him. Not sure. Take a look here. Yeah, he tried to get down to the bottom side and got into the 8X car. This is out of Bardelli Jr.'s car. This might be a little bit too close. Oh, man. It looked like on board here with the 89 car. It came down across the front of the 8X. So we go back to live. So Franco Alvarez is to the lead now of Bardelli Jr. in second. Grover is in third. Smith in fourth. And we're going to have a green-white checker here. Well, let's take a look at the keys to the race here tonight. Patience? No. Pick a lane? Nope. Checkup ready? Nope. Good pit stops? Well, at the beginning of the race, we didn't have good pit stops. Frenemies? I don't know if there are any frenemies out there at all. No friends, all enemies tonight. So I'm going to give this an F. I'm not even going to give them a D-. So they haven't been patient. They didn't pick a lane. They've been jumping around from one lane to the next across the front of people. They check up ready. They're not leaving enough room behind them in the car in front. And also, really the frenemy thing I think has gone out the window. So those are my keys to the race, and they haven't done a very good job on any one of those. That's going to bring us back to a green-white checker, and it looks like Franco Alvarez has found his way to the front. Alvarez, I would suggest you, is probably going to take the inside line on this, although we've seen the outside line work pretty well as far as restarts if you got a little bit of help from behind. I'm pretty low confidence right now that this is going to end under green. show you the tough trucks here. We are not in season, and we're not going to run on December 31st, but we're going to take Christmas Eve off, and we will be back with a real schedule on January the 8th. I think is when we're going to start our new season, so keep your eyes peeled, and we're going to do these on Wednesdays. So we're moving this series to Wednesdays. We'll be making an official announcement here very, very soon on the schedule. All right, the 83 to the inside. It's going to take the inside line. Bardelli Jr. is going to be up on the outside line. The 8X. Jacob Smith to the inside. Gordon Carter will start on the outside line. Now, the question is, how good of a start there on the outside line is that 19? Is that 19 car going to get the 83? ADEX in his first race out right now in the top 5. The league owner. Here we go. Pace cars off. Green, white checker, baby.
Green flag, go, go, go.
83 gets a good jump there on the inside line. That might be what he needs. Bardelli Jr. is going to dive down to the inside. He's going to stay on the outside line. It looks like he stays on the outside line, hoping to get a run there from the push of the 56 car. Not over here for the 19. He's up on the outside line, but he needs some help. 83, Franco Alvarez. There's a huge gap there. Now he goes up to the high side. Alvarez to the high side to block. Looks like they're going to crash. Oh, boy, and they are.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
as the 83 is going to come around. And he is going to win this race. Going to green-white checker, and these guys... So the 83 going to win this race. Congratulations to him. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. Here at Daytona. The Frosty 200 winner is the 83 of Franco Alvarez. So Franco Alvarez back in victory lane. This may give his championship hopes a shot in the arm. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez. Great job to Franco Alvarez as he's going to get the win here at Daytona. Franco Alvarez gets the big win here in the 83 Mobil 1 sponsor machine. And a Frosty 200 winner. Let's take a look at the results. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in second. Iglesias third. Dennis Schuderchin finishes fourth. Dana Grover finishes in P5. John Stanley finishes in the sixth position. Ed Palumbo finishes in seventh. Tony Furtado eighth. Eugene Fedorov finishes in ninth. Sean Jacobs finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is Costas Kansoris. Chris Hughes finishes in 12th. Randy Merrick 13th. Todd Robillard 14th. Jacob Smith finishes in the 15th position. Givaldo Spinola 16th. Gordon Carter finishes in 17th. Preston Hassel 18th. And Arthur Vieira finishes in P19. So a bit of a messy race here in the second half of this race. But Alvarez finds his way to victory lane. And he hasn't had a win here in a little bit, and this could be a big one as far as point standings. All right, Franco Alvarez joining us here in the booth, and wow, man, that got a little messy there. It was a pretty clean first half of the race, but the back half of that race got a little messy.
Yeah, man, that was some proper super speed racing for you. Yeah, man, that was a really, really fun race and a great result for the team, for sure.
Well, I know you've sort of you were here last week, and it's kind of taken a hit a little bit in the points, but this win could be a big one for you as far as the points championship. It's pretty tight up front. What do you think about what this win does for you?
I mean, it definitely helps a lot, but I mean, Claudio finished second, so I barely gained anything. So I don't think there is a real chance at the title at the moment. He just needs a normal race, a top 10, and he's done. So yeah, I'm not really interested in it anymore. Just super happy to get a win finally in a super speedway. This has been a long time, and on a super special race as this one, it means a lot.
Well, we had a little bit of a messy race in that second half. What was your assessment of what was going on there as far as bringing out the caution flags?
Oh man, it was super difficult to handle. At the beginning of the race, I had a clear understanding of the strategy I wanted to make, of how many laps I could do on fuel, and I was doing my strategy. I went from like 15 to first doing that, and then the cautions came, and I got involved in a very big crash. I had big damage. I had to repair the car, and then I avoided a big one on the front stretch at the end. And I just got track position on every restart, a little bit, and at the end I got a great push from the 19 on the outside that helped me clear the 8X on the inside, and that made a huge difference.
Yeah, it looked like on several of the restarts, guys were going to the outside and really had the advantage over the guys on the inside. What was your assessment there?
It completely depends on who is pushing. If you had a good pusher, you could make both lines work. As we saw at the beginning of the race, around lap 41, 42, I pushed the 9 on the outside, and we went from 12 to first and second with the 19. So you just need a good push, and you can make both lanes work. That makes super fun racing here. And as I said before, super difficult race to handle. A lot of accidents, avoiding, in the middle of the mess, almost the entire race. And yeah, winning the Frosty 200 for the second year in a row, it means a lot. It really do, and yeah, super special.
Well, next week is California. You've been hit or miss here in this back half of this season. If you race, what's the strategy there going into Cali?
I mean, Cali is not a good track for me for some reason. I can't get the results I think I can, so just need to work on what I am doing wrong, what I could improve from the past races, where I didn't get the results, and just try to learn from it and just try to get a good race. I think a top 5 is realistic, so I'm trying to look for that.
All right, good job to you. Happy New Year if I don't talk to you before then, and congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Happy New Year for everybody here. Thanks for this event. It literally means a lot to have these big events like Frosty 200s. Thank you for the effort for putting this race. As I say, Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope I see you guys next week. Thank you.
All right, thank you, bud. It's Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and what a race there for him. Found a way to get that car up front when he needed to and take home the victory. The 83, another victory in his bag, and as he said, 2 Frosty 200s in a row. That's a big accomplishment. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez. Take a look at the Wheel of Fun. Of course, we get one out of the way there. So I think we got, I believe, all the people that were in here on the wheel. We'll just double check. So the Wheel of Fun. The winner gets $25 Steam gift card. So congratulations to him on getting that. And we will get an updated wheel up here. I think we're going to do a little copy paste. So we can Get our names up here. First prize, looks like, goes to Franco Alvarez. So congratulations to him on getting the win. So now we will do 2 more Steam gift cards. Got to remember how to operate this thing. Here we go. And the winner for Steam gift card number 2 is John Stanley. So congratulations to John. And we'll remove his name from the list. So John Stanley getting the win on that one. So the Canadian getting one there. So congratulations to John Stanley. We'll get the updated list here. Another the last of the 3 Steam gift cards. Update our wheel. And the final one here tonight, to cap off the 2024 Frosty 200, it is Claudio Bardelli, parentheses. So congratulations to Claudio and his win. And that will do it for the wheel, it looks like. So congratulations to Claudio on getting the $25 Steam gift card. We type in his name here. Doing a lot behind the scenes, Brad. Holy crap. So there you go. Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting the Steam gift card. Congratulations to him. Let's get a better song up there, huh? There we go. So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting the final one there. Those 3 winners there, Alvarez, Stanley, and Bardelli Jr. winning the gift cards. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here tonight. A little bit of a messy race, that's for sure. Those guys can do a little bit better than that, but it is another one in the books. Don't forget, next week we will be at California. Final race of the season. You see all those guys leaving there, but leaving the chat. And that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to join us next week at Cali. Until then, I'm out of here.